Hey you guys, how's everyone doing? I hope you're all well. I know my camera is looking a bit fancy today. My brother let me borrow his camera, so yeah. I probably will still have shit quality for my other videos, but enjoy this one whilst it lasts. Anyway, I thought I'd do a quick video on like the finances of a social worker. I know it's quite common, like you always hear about like how crappy the pay of a social worker is. Um, I've been practicing social work for almost 2 years now, and I think that it is true. Like you notice that most jobs that you get involved in, like the pay is not the best, especially for the amount of work that we have to do. But if you I think it's not impossible to earn a decent income and still be a social worker. Like I don't think you have to like give up on being a social worker, or you have to be already financially stable in order to be able to continue being a social worker. I think you can use your knowledge in practicing social work creatively. I'm sure you guys have heard of private practice, so where a social worker can private pract can can practice privately, where you're not necessarily working for someone, because I think that's where the finances come into play. I think you can still support disadvantaged and marginalized people and be able to make a decent living. And I guess when you mention disadvantaged and marginalized people, the first thing that comes to mind is poor people, or people that don't have enough resources and stuff. And definitely there's people that are disadvantaged, that are poor and can't afford a lot of things. But I think we social workers support people over in a holistic way, so it's not always just finances, or referring people to services and stuff like that. It could be counseling, it could be mental health, it could be emotional health. So I'm sure there's people that are probably well off and not considered to be disadvantaged, but then they probably have other ongoing issues that require the services of a social worker. So if you practice privately, you're still able to support these kind of people without necessarily going against the values of a social worker. Because if you think about charging someone and providing social work services to them, it sounds a bit contradictory, but I think you're able to support someone and charge them at the same time, because obviously that's how you're able to keep your social work practice running. So I think the whole point of this video is to say that like I don't think it's worthwhile giving up on becoming a social worker because of the pay. I think you can use your degree and your knowledge and your qualifications creatively, so that you're able to continue to assist people the best way you can and still be able to make a decent living. If you're more for advocacy as well, I think it's a good idea to get involved in that. I know it's not going to take a day for people to know the social workers and acknowledge us more, but then obviously someone has to start doing that in order for that to happen. So don't give up on your dreams to change someone's life and to help someone the best way possible. Personally, for me, that's how I get fulfillment, just knowing that I've been able to support someone and they're really grateful. Even if they're unappreciative, I still like, I don't know, I just get this fulfillment from doing that. So I think don't give up on doing that just because of how much you're gonna earn, and it's fair enough to want to do something else on the side, because I know things are quite expensive now and life is difficult, like if you're not making enough money, and that's why it's important to think creatively so you can practice privately and earn enough. I think that's pretty much it. I've been going on for a while, so I'll let you go now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.